What you're about to learn has the potential to forever change everything that you think you know about girls, life, and how the real world works. And when you're finished watching this video, you will have the seeds for a set of beliefs that can make you more successful in anything that you choose to do in life. I'll wait for you to like and subscribe so that this message will reach more guys who need to hear this. Today, society has all sorts of systems that increase the lifespan of the average male, but a few thousand years ago, these systems simply didn't exist. During this time, there weren't cars or houses to hide in, and nature was free to allow only the strongest to survive. For example, if a male was excessively overweight, he would most likely be tackled and eaten by a lion or some other larger predator. In today's world, we have systems that allow even the weakest to survive, but there is no escaping nature because it is programmed into our brains from birth. Put simply, both guys and girls are programmed to look for traits within a mate that will ensure their survival. Attraction takes place on a subconscious level, which means neither I, you, or anyone else can accurately tell you exactly what we're attracted to. Attraction is actually an impulse like hunger or thirst that just happens with zero control over it. And this is where things get interesting. Since attraction is an impulse that we have no control over, it is incredibly easy to trigger. But before a guy or girl can become instantly attractive, there is another important evolutionary secret that must be understood. And it's that, from an evolutionary standpoint, men are attracted to appearance, and girls are attracted to behavior. In other words, to trigger attraction within most girls and to push the pre-programmed buttons, all that a guy needs to do is alter his behavior in a few simple ways. Due to things like the halo effect, guys who are unattractive are already fighting an uphill battle. So when they break all of the evolutionary rules for attraction, it becomes a competition that is almost impossible to win. But by altering their behavior, these men, and all men for that matter, can create their own advantage and level the playing field. Not just when it comes to competing for mates, but for almost every situation in life. The main trait that will trigger the evolutionary default settings for most girls is confidence. But most people don't truly understand what confidence is. To put it simply, confidence is the ability to look certain when handling uncertainty. An ideal male in the eyes of pretty much every girl walking the face of the earth is a man who is dominant, courageous, and optimistic. The most important thing to remember here is that a confident person is someone who appears to be certain. In other words, it's how a man behaves that determines if people view him as confident. Throughout high school, you've probably seen many guys who lack any real skills, but somehow, someway, a wide variety of girls find them attractive just because they appear to be confident. It's like a hand in poker. You don't know if the other player's hand can actually beat what you have, but if he succeeds in bluffing well enough to make you think that he can beat you, then he has an excellent chance of actually beating you. Whether we want to believe it or not, the same is true for real life. And as we've all seen before, oftentimes, it is the loudest and most obnoxious person who wins, and not the person who truly has the skills to back up what they're saying. So to be successful with anything, you only have to appear to be confident. And the most important part of being confident is appearing to be certain. Even if on the inside, you're scared out of your mind and have no idea what you're going to do. All too often, especially guys in a relationship, get too comfortable and start expressing uncertainty. Since this is traditionally a feminine trait, girls find it very unattractive when males express uncertainty about anything. This includes your body language, such as your facial expressions and voice tonality, and the actual words that you speak. The word confidence is used here as an umbrella term, and it represents two behaviors needed to appear certain when facing uncertainty. Now, the second part of confidence is dominance. From an evolutionary point of view, guys are seen as dominant, and girls are viewed as submissive. But dominance can only be determined in relation to other people, and it's the guy who seems the most sure of himself around others that is viewed as the dominant male. If you want to be attracted to most girls 100% of the time, then all that you have to do is be dominant 100% of the time. But you really need to be dominant around the girl that you're dating or in a relationship with. According to the rules of nature, girls are submissive, and guys are dominant. So girls subconsciously find dominant guys attractive, and guys are subconsciously more attracted to submissive girls. Here's the perfect example to demonstrate that. Picture a girl wearing a small, weak-looking necklace around her neck. The necklace is tighter around her neck, and it is designed to be thin and weak-looking, which are all signs of submission. The necklaces that are made for men are bigger, thicker, heavier, and much looser around the neck. These are all signs of dominance and the polar opposite of submission. Everything that we wear as humans, from clothes to jewelry, and even the cars that we drive, are designed to be either masculine or feminine. This is why a group of guys will feel an impulse to laugh when they see a huge, dominant, masculine-looking guy driving a Prius or a VW Bug. Here's another excellent example. Why do you think girls always take selfies while holding the camera up and above them? They do this because it causes them to have to look up, which makes them appear small and submissive in the picture. And as a result, they push that evolutionary attraction button within men that makes us impulsively attracted to girls who appear to be weak and submissive. But girls don't do these things consciously. They simply do them because it feels right. The same is true for guys who take 10 pictures and choose the one that makes them look the strongest or manliest. If you were to ask us why we want to look stronger, we probably wouldn't tell you. But we do it to look more attractive to girls. Every man from birth is designed to be confident, curious, and dominant. At the moment of birth, we're like a pile of every single car part needed to build a Ferrari. Every part that we need to turn into the incredible machine that is the Ferrari is right there. But for many of us during the formative years following our birth, we are stripped of the huge V12 engine we had, and it's replaced with a tiny 4-cylinder. Our loud, powerful exhaust is swapped out for a weak-sounding, constricted model. And some random person steals our manual transmission and replaces it with an automatic. Our parents, environment, and experiences after birth shape us into who we are now. And for many guys, all of their Ferrari parts have been replaced with the biological equivalent of a scooter, which obviously most girls are not going to find attractive. All this really means is that you will always have the Ferrari inside of you. The key, however, is getting rid of the Prius to rediscover it. So to sum it all up, from an evolutionary standpoint, girls are impulsively attracted to guys who appear to be confident, dominant, and masculine. And to keep it simple, all that you really need to make most girls attracted to you is confidence and dominance. But here's the secret to success in everything and the key to gaining the true confidence that you need to rediscover the Ferrari within you. And the answer is progress. If you were to ask 10 different guys who appear to be masters at interacting with girls what their secret is, you would probably get 10 different answers. Some would say that it's money, some will say that it's their ripped six-pack abs, and others will tell you that it's their Lamborghini or their giant mansion that they live in. And some might even say that it's because they're funny. What you probably weren't expecting is that every answer is correct, and here's why. As men, we gain confidence as we make progress in areas where we're lacking. Right now, your biggest insecurity might be your lack of money or financial resources. For another guy, it might be his lack of six-pack abs or the fact that his body is overweight and not fit. All 10 of these guys were missing something, and during this time, they felt like they couldn't succeed with much of anything, especially girls, until they had whatever it was that they thought they needed. So once they obtained it, they were no longer lacking in confidence, and confidence took the place of the insecurity. This is the reason why all 10 answers were correct. So the answer to gaining confidence for any guy is simply progress towards fixing what it is that he is lacking. This progress is what creates the confidence that spills over into every aspect of your life and allows you to gain success, not just with girls, but with all things in life. Therefore, taking action and making progress towards eliminating your insecurities is the best way to gain the confidence that you need to remain certain while facing uncertainty. Of course, money and a six-pack will slightly increase your attractiveness, but at the core, it is the confidence gained from progress towards improving yourself that will make all of the difference. Now, get out there and trade in the Prius for the Ferrari that you were born with. And with that said, until next time, thanks for watching. We are in the year 2024 when dating has become one of the hardest things as a man. There are many relationship gurus out there who don't even know what they are talking about and who just want to take your hard-earned money. But, if you don't know the best way to get laid with the hottest girls out here, you'll likely never get the girl of your dreams and have to settle for the low-hanging fruits. Because high-value men know where and how to get the hottest and richest girls without busting the bank. And it's kept private by the 1% so that the rest of us can't have access to this information. But I've formed connections with an elite group of men. And in this video I show you the exact strategy they use to get laid. So watch this one next if you want to know what it is, and how you can use it to get the girl of your dreams. Thanks, have a great day.